So I started my journey at Purdue University as an industrial designer. Thanks to Steve for accepting me to Purdue grad school in industrial design. Gave me the opportunity to come in and kind of prove myself and honing on my skills and whatever I knew. And immediately I started with some works around accessibility and designing for inclusivity and things that I was very passionate about. And then slowly I kind of shifted my work towards digital design, and especially at Purdue, I kind of switched my work expertise from industrial design to interaction design. I thought I might have better opportunity and chance to have bigger impact. And then I had an opportunity to do an internship at GE Appliances. At GE Appliances, worked on a lot of projects. One of the main projects that I spent most of my time there, about 9 months on, was EcoBalance energy management project, where essentially we have an application supported with GE's Smart HQ, where you can manage your energy at home, with other supported appliances and energy sources like solar panel. And so that was a very, very good experience, and especially a very awesome opportunity because I got to lead some parts of the UI design of it, and work very closely with other stakeholders, like engineers and marketing people. But one thing that we noticed when we were working on this project was that even us as designers and engineers and program managers, we don't know enough about energy. So it was very hard and challenging to make something that we can't make sense of ourselves, and make it accessible and intuitive for users. So with that kind of born my thesis project, it was the question of how do we educate people about energy, and more importantly, how do we educate them early on, especially when they're students, when they're younger. So with that was born Enerblocks, which is a virtual platform for designed for middle school students, where they can have their own virtual house, and they can manage it and answer questions and everything to learn more about energy. So I think the easiest way I can explain it is it's Duolingo but for energy. So it's a very linear direction, or kind of linear education, where it starts from very basic concepts and it slowly builds on those concepts, and the questions get harder. And in order to make it more intuitive and visually appealing and experiencing, there is a companion house, a virtual house next to all of those questions, where they can see the impact happening on it, because obviously they cannot directly have an impact on the house they're living in. So with that, there was also a physical component. There are different energy sources, obviously, with every house. Mostly we still rely on fossil fuel that comes through our grid and utility poles. So this is the first energy source that they will have, and they will start kind of building the energy source, and they will learn about the different parts of it, and they connect it to the system, into the platform, and as they do it, they will see it appears in the game or the platform. And as they go on, they can kind of answer more questions and increase their budget, and the more budget they have, the more they can unlock new appliances and upgrade their house and buy new energy sources. So I guess my try here was to make it as engaging as possible and as fun as possible, and kind of keep them interested in the platform, especially in that age. It's very hard to beat. And yeah, overall, I think this project taught me a lot about the not just doing the research and everything around it, kind of combining the digital aspect with the physical, there was a lot of research around game mechanics and how children learn and how the platform can self-sustain without having to put extra money. And this was truly one of the projects that I think could have a very big potential in becoming something bigger in an ethical way. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very thankful to my committee. Chris Spisick came all the way from Louisville, director at Geoappliances. Very thankful for you. And Professor Tuzay Kim, who's my committee chair, and Professor Jacob E, also on my committee. Thank you all for coming. This is my last semester here, truly in a known era, especially students I taught. Some of them have already graduated last year, so it doesn't feel long, but it's been a while that I've been here. So I'm very thankful to all of you. Thank you.